father was the first person in my family to lead the family astray to Christianity. Pastor was able to deceive him and draw him out of his grace. The punishment was that
Pastor deceived your father
and drew him out of his grace. He made him a Christian. So when we give birth to a child, we are supposed to consult divinities. When I say divinities, I mean deities, spiritual beings. I lost my way because when I was born into the wrong path, or I was born on the wrong path.
So the Christian hope you were born into was the wrong path.
That's what
you would think.
I know.
And I'm your host, Jonah. And today we are once again with Povin. And then Povin is an African. He called himself an African reincarnated ancestor. And without wasting much time, Povin, once again, welcome on Unbet Africa.
Yeah, thank you.
So when we're talking about Povin, actually, who is Povin?
As you said, I'm just a reincarnated African ancestor. My purpose and mission is to bring back what Africa has thrown away. That's so dearly to them, but they don't know. I was brought back because what Africans are going through normally, generally now, my family is also suffering it.
Okay.
And my family was a traditional family before the incarnation of my father.
Okay.
My father was the first person in my family to lead the family astray to Christianity.
Your father led the family astray to Christianity. Okay.
Because he was supposed to be a man of God, right? But he didn't know the particular God that he was supposed to be a man of. Hope you understand me. So, Pastor was able to deceive him and draw him out of his grace. The punishment was that
Pastor deceived your father
and drew him out of his grace. He made him a Christian, a Christian pastor. In the course of his life, he was able to lay his hands for things to happen, for witches to be shouting and up and down and stuff. But the benefit of that grace never came to him. Forgive me, Father. His wife was the one that took care of him his whole life.
Okay.
Even the money that he used for offering was paid by the wife. Only because he went away from the grace. Right. So I told you about the energy that was following me. My father was always seeing the energy in the family house. He never minded the energy. The energy was revealing itself to my father for a particular purpose to signal him that this is where you're supposed to be. And he never minded. In the end, something happened that it wasn't good enough. So it triggered my thinking that the way he could, do things spiritually, I knew that there was a God flowing in me. And then I thought it was the one that they called the Almighty. But somebody was just able to use the juke on him and easily took him away.
You do it.
So I was like, this man I knew was somebody I would call righteous. Because he had nothing, but he wanted to give everybody everything. Even in his family, he was the only one that was trying to cause people to come and unite. Like, you see, nobody would have an issue with him. How many would he have an issue with human? And they say, if you want to serve God, he served man. He served men. So I question myself that, if I follow my father's lane, is this how I'm also going to end? Understand? But I was afraid to do any action. So I was just also in the church.
Also being deceived by the pastor.
Also being deceived by the pastors. And then they saw my snake flowing me, they made me bath certain things. Instead of the things making my life better, it even made my life worse because I later realized that after they were making me bath was something that the snake flowing me didn't like. So in effect, they were sucking away my guardian angel. So if your guardian spirit is being sucked away, what do you think will happen? You're making me a wallless mansion. Any thief can just enter and come and steal things. So that was what the pastors were doing to me until I found myself. So my mission on earth is that what my father did to the family is supposed to bring back and reclaim the family.
So before we go on to our main topic for today, you made mention like the pastors were sucking your guardian angel. So are you saying that the anointing oil and things we use in church and people are using, that is actually
wrong? No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong, but you should use the anointing oil when you know how to use it and when to use it. Right.
So do you believe in those
Oh yeah, oils are used in my temple. I use oil.
I'm talking about the anointing oil the pastors, the prophets give.
Before you take anointing oil and use it, there should be an energy that you are using it for. Because it's a ritual. So if you are doing a ritual, spiritual, so you don't use this, you don't leave the spirit out and just concentrate on the ritual. So which energy are they using the anointing oil for? They will claim is the Almighty. They don't even know the Almighty and what the Almighty likes or what the Almighty is. See, there's a guy, a Christian pastor that I sent to shrine for them to call his family God for him. Because he claimed there was deities following him. He could sleep and then the deities would come and wake him up to pray. Now he didn't know what deities they were. He talked to me and I made him know that it's through fear. So he challenged me. I sent him. When they called, the deity came. They told him, yes, I'm the one that follows you. We are three. Right?
Three?
Yes. We are three. They told him.
Wow.
So you should know the deity that follows you or the deity that you are working with and the kind of ritual that you are doing. You can't just take an anointing oil and then you want to pour. For what? For what purpose? What energy demands that you pour the anointing oil? So when I stand the Christian pastor, they told me if you want to pray, chew cola nut, spit it on the ground, take alcohol, pour the alcohol into the cola and then evoke. You will follow and go and work.
Hey.
So the deity that followed the guy, the pastor, that were revealing themselves to, he could hear people or energies talking to him that he was thinking is the Holy Spirit or whatever. Now these are the other ones.
So if you want to perform miracles,
and then if he wants the power that he has to be effective, you should write cola nut, spit it on the ground like before he pour alcohol into it and pray. That's what the energies behind him like. So I was going to answer the question. I brought this story because the deity asked the pastor, have you seen God before? Because he came to worship the Almighty. The pastor said no. Do you know what God is? The pastor said no. So then you say you worship God. The pastor said, God eats humans. The food that God likes is human. So if you want to give God food, serve humans, you are giving God food. If you heal somebody, you serve God. If you do this, you serve God. So afterwards, the guy is now beginning to understand things. Like, oh, okay. So the deities that are following me are revealing things to him, talking to me. Sometimes they show him rituals to do. Before he met me, they could show him a ritual like somebody is sick, the person has come, cut a fowl, bury the head, and throw the body somewhere. Go and show you all these things.
Does it look like more like
it looks like the God of
more fetish?
Not really fetish. It looks like the God of Moses more than the God of Peter. Because the God of Peter likes clapping of the hands, but the God of Moses likes the blood. The two are not the same. Let's go to
viewers. Okay, Robin. Today we want to discuss on a topic that has to do with divination.
Divination.
So, what is divination? In your opinion?
So before I go on the topic of divination, let me link my life story to divination.
Okay.
So as I said, I was brought for a purpose. The purpose, as I found out, is to do what my father did wrong. Right? Righting my father's wrong path. So as I came, it was on my family to find out who I am that I have come. But nobody found me because I was born into the Christian world.
Okay.
Every time I went to church and they are praying, I'm feeling sleepy. They will say, close your eyes and pray. Everybody will be praying, but me alone, I can't even open my mouth and pray. Close my eyes.
Sleep.
My spirit was not liking
the church.
So nobody found out for me. The same way my father lost the way, I also lost the way. Right? So when the child is born, we are supposed to ask, who is this child? This child, who is this child? Why is he coming here? What at all does he need to help him make life here? What doesn't he need to come close to him? What are the taboos of this child? Because we believe human is an embodied spirit or embodied soul. Every spirit has a chihuahua, taboos and likes.
Yeah.
So as a human who is an embodied soul or embodied spirit, then you should also have these taboos. But as you said, that you may not know. So if you don't know your taboo is, let's say, banku, you'll be eating it. Right? So when we give birth to a child, we are supposed to consult divinities. When I say divinities, I mean deities, spiritual beings, more connected to source. Because of our body, we are a bit disconnected. That's what we call divination. When you consult an entity that can give us knowledge that the normal, ordinary human mind cannot give us in our current circumstance. There are people that they have developed themselves. They can just sit, close their eyes, and then know things. Right? That's their own way of consulting the divine. But those of us that haven't really gotten to that stage, we're supposed to go places and then consult a deity to know things. This is my son. This is my daughter. There is something wrong with my daughter. My daughter is having a problem, an asthma problem. What is the cause? What is the solution? When we do that, we are doing divination. Consulting the divine. Divination. Divination.
So if I may ask you, what made you, before we proceed, what made you, you were saying you lost your way as a priest.
How did I find my way?
How did you, now I would say, how did you lost your way? Because you say you...
Okay, I lost my way because when I was born into the wrong path, or I was born on the wrong path.
So the Christian hope you were born into was the wrong path.
That's what
you would think.
I know.
Really? So Christianity was the wrong path.
Of course.
I hear you. Let's continue. Let's allow the viewers to rather decide whether Christianity is a wrong path or you are actually getting missing your girl.
Maybe I'm getting missing. Now when they say I'm getting missing, I will also ask them, before 1471, when the white man has not come, Christianity was not here. When they came, Christianity came with them. These white men, as we know them, would never give a black man anything that will help them. Even the phone that you use, what they make for Africans is different from what they sell in America. If you be honest, you buy an American iPhone and you hold it and you buy an African iPhone, and you can see the difference. These people are not our friends. They will never give us anything that will do good to us.
So you think that they will never give us anything good if truly the Bible was something good, the black man, the Bible would have given it to us.
See, there is something that we use in African shrines that they call idols. The wooden one. You will never get them to buy in a European shop.
Yes.
They will never check them here. But when you go, you get the ones that they use plastic and chemicals to make.
Yes.
Why? Because the ones that we use wood to make are more powerful. Maybe they work better. Why wouldn't the white man use that one and ship them here? But they always ship the plastic ones. Not really doing anything.
But they let us know that our own doesn't. And our own usually they don't look attractive like the white man.
Yes, we don't. That's our problem. Our problem is branding. You see, our own is the same thing as what the Catholic people do. But for them, when they do the statue, they will paint the statue and give it even a veil. So when you go and see that one, you are attracted. But when you come to my corner and you see the wood and the way it has been made, even the mouth and the nose are looking some way, then automatically you are being driven away. Our issue is branding.
Well, back to our question as we are discussing. Now we are looking at the topic divination. And it made us to understand that divination is a way of consulting other energies or other deities to give you divination or revelation. So you say revelation or divination? Revelation about things that the normal mind cannot ascertain or cannot understand or cannot get. But do you see divination as evil? As compared, the Bible frowns on divination. If you read the Bible, it frowns on divination. That people must not do divination. The Bible frowns on divination. Let me take you to a part that is Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 10 to 12.
Okay. That
speaks against divination.
Read it for me.
Okay, so let me go to divination. Deuteronomy. Let me open my Bible then. Okay, so it said, "There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or to use divination, or an observer of times."
Okay.
So or an observer of times.
Okay. So the observer of times is astrology. anybody wants to break you, break your back and subdue you, control you, conquer you, they first break your strength. What gives you strength? For us, as I said, when I was brought, my people should have gone to consult to know who I am, so that they will know what they should not give me to eat. For example, my wife used to be asthmatic.
Okay.
I consulted and I found out that she was eating a particular food, roasted yam. That is not supposed to eat. She can eat yam, but not roasted yam.
Okay.
That's why she was asthmatic. The moment I stopped her from eating roasted yam, asthma.
Gone.
No medicine. So if I did not consult, you see, these people want to break us down. They want to cause us
these
to have...
people who are in the white man
who
brought the Bible.
Those who brought the book, because they edited it before they brought it. They want us to lose something that's here. They want to make us their market. So they will tell you that everything is even sacred. Every food, Christ has died. Everything is sacred. Eat it. Knowing that there's a particular food that when you are eating, you'll be getting a stomach problem. Knowing that there's a particular food that when you are eating, you'll be getting an eye problem. Because it does not go into your body. But because they want to extend their pharmaceutical endeavors, they want you to eat so that you'll be sick.
And then buy the medicine from them.
And then they will also be giving you medicine that will never cure you. It will just be mad the symptoms so that you continue to be their source of income. So this is part of it. They ban you from divination so that you lose the way. Another way, if you continue, I think somewhere around source story, they tell you that don't even go and consult mediums or call, do necromancy, calling of the dead.
Yes, it's in the Bible.
And then they come around to tell you that you don't have any history. Knowing that your history lies in your ancestors. If you call them, they can talk to you and tell you that in this year this happened. So they want you to believe that you don't have any history. So they tell you that don't call your ancestors and talk to them. Don't do necromancy, because if you call them, they will tell you what happened in the past. But if you read their Bible, you go to Deuteronomy chapter 32.
Okay, so can I read that for the sake of our viewers?
Go to verse 7.
Okay. Just Deuteronomy chapter this. Why is it that I keep pressing this phone in this phone mode? Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 32
verse 7.
Chapter 32 verse 7. 32. And then the verse 7. Okay. So the verse 7, it said, remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
So remember the days of old. Ask thy fathers.
Thy fathers.
Okay. So I already explained in one of the videos. Thy fathers. If my father is dead, how do I ask my father to tell me the past? I have to consult my father's spirit, because we know that
by necromancy.
The human soul has not died. Right? There was once I was here and I called my wife's grandmother through her. She came to show her a ritual that she should be doing, because it's part of her. That she should be putting fruit under trees. A tree that gives fruits. If she doesn't do it, she will not be able to give birth or get pregnant.
Okay.
Right? And before the energy said it, she was also having the issue. So if I did not consult the grandmother, how on earth would I have known that my wife is supposed to give birth? But this is how she will be able to get it. You understand? Good. Now, I consulted, not I, my grandmother. When my grandfather died, people were owing him. So my grandmother went to call, when somebody died, they will consult.
So you are an ever.
Ever and Macan.
Okay.
So my grandmother went to call my grandfather's soul. And then the soul told my grandmother that this person owes me, this person owes me money, this person owes me that. When she came, everything was correct. She was able to go and collect
the money.
It's money. See, so these ancestors live with information of the past that if we want to know, we have to call on them. And because the white man has told you that you have no history, they also ban you from going to call those who have your history, because they don't want you to know. And then the only way they can ban you is to strike your mind. Put it in somewhere that you so much believe that it's the word of God. So that when you read, nobody will even force you not to go. You yourself will ban yourself, you won't go and do it.
I see. So, back to our topic of discussion. Let me ask you, what are the importance of
divination?
Okay.
I wanted to even take you to the Bible to tell you how aspect of the Bible that talks about divination, where people like Moses did it, but Moses won I don't really remember the quotation. I think it's a part that when before Moses made Eliezer the head of Israel, right? The God of Israel told Moses that before Moses made Joshua the head of Israel, the God of Israel told Moses that Moses should send Joshua to Eliezer for Eliezer to use something that we call Urim and Tumim to know the light of God for Eliezer. It was God talking to Moses. Why didn't God tell Moses whatever he wanted Moses to know about Joshua? But he said Moses should take Joshua to Eliezer for Eliezer to use Urim and Tumim. If you take the footnote of the Bible, I use the Bible, Good News Bible, and if you want to find out what Urim and Tumim is, he tells me that it is two objects used to consult to know the will of God. That is divination. So God of Israel himself was telling Moses that he should go, present Joshua, Eliezer, let Eliezer do divination for Joshua, to find out the will of God for Joshua. See, if you go to 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 23, right, they told you that some people came to conquer David's home. And then when David came, they had run away with the women and children. And David asked God, should I follow him?
Pursue. Would I be able to overcome?
And they told you that God said yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the Bible tells nobody has seen God before. So how was David talking to God? Through the same Urim and Tumim. The Urim in the Bible is always in something that they call ephod. E-P-H-O-D. So anytime that David, if you read the Bible, anytime that David is coming to do divination, he will tell Abiathar. Abiathar was the priest of David. Bring the ephod here. Then you will see them talking to God. The moment the person brings the ephod here, they will say, and David asked God. The ephod is something like a kotoku, a cloth patch that they keep the Urim and Tumim inside. So when they open it, they throw it on the ground.
Okay. So are you trying to say that what these days we see our priests do, that is we call Afa or Sedie, or those things, those are...
Yes. Okay. Actually, the Urim and Tumim, right? The Urim is the potri or caris, in the Tumim is what they call Afa. The others call it Gumaga.
Okay.
So they will say that God is the Alpha and the Omega. God is the Alpha and the Gumaga. The Alpha and the Gumaga. The Alpha is the system of the heavens. That if you want to
know so you are saying that you are redefining it, that God is the, instead of Alpha and Omega, is actually Alpha and Gumaga.
Let anybody who is watching us go and search the symbol of Omega. You see that it's an Om symbol like this, like it starts like this. Then come and meet here, like a mountain that has flares. Right? That is symbol. If you hold the Alpha chain, Alpha is a chain. However, you can go and search for it. You will see that they've made the same thing like this, and there are some chains, smaller beads at the tip. Now, when you drop it on the ground, then the bead will be falling like this. Okay. That is the same symbol as the Omega sign, Gumaga. And Alpha is used to divine to know anything that you want to. Even if you want to know when this phone was formed, Alpha will tell you.
Really?
Yeah. Alpha knows the beginning and the end of anything.
Really?
God is the Alpha and the Gumaga. But the Greek will tell you that it's Alpha and Omega. And they say that the Alpha and the Omega, Alpha is the first letter of the Greek alphabet, and the Omega is the last.
So then before even we go further to the question I asked earlier as the importance of the divination. What are some of the
systems of divination?
The systems or the things that are used in divination?
Okay, in Africa, if you go to East Africa, Zululand and the Southern Africa and the Zulu and the East Africa, some people are able to use bones, dry bones, to do divination. I think if you watch this movie before, Mr. Bones.
Yes.
If you come to our side, the others have the alpha, right? That they use to do divination. For me, that's the most accurate.
The alpha.
Yes, because I can tell you anything that any deity doesn't want to tell you.
Okay.
And then we have the ones that are common, where we call a deity to possess a human being.
Okay.
That's what most are into. Possess a human being, then talk to us.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so what you are into is...
I use carries and I use...
And you can also call the deity to possess another person.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's also, if you want to do divination, you can also use that. But there is an aspect where these deities will not want to go. Because when they possess a human being, they want to behave like humans with rules. It's not everything that they will tell you. But with Afa, if you want to know when you will die, Afa will tell you. But with the deity possessing a human being, when you ask when I will die, the deity will ask you, why do you want to know? Afa does not ask questions like that. Hope you understand. So long as you want to know, and the priest is willing, Afa will tell you. If only you are willing to do whatever ritual that should follow. So we have the Afa, we have the deity's own. And we have an aspect where we can use carries. The carries, we have one that is 4. We have one that is 16.
Okay.
The 4 is a basic carry that only speak the language yes or no. So if you want to ask, I want to go to Kumasi, should I go to B? Then you throw the carries. Depending on how the carries will fall on the ground. See, the carry has the back and the front. Then you put it up, it's saying no, it's saying yes. And you have the 16 one. The 16 is more advanced to the 4. With the 4, if you don't ask the question, you may not get an answer because it only says yes or no. So until you have asked, yes or no will not come. But with the 16 advanced one, you may ask a question and it will also give you an aspect on its own without you even asking. Hope you understand me. So that one is also there. And we have people that can use da. They will do that. They just hold 3. They mention your name about 7 times. Or their own name, they shake, they throw. The numbers that will come tell a story. And they, based on the story, to tell you something about you.
And from those, what you have stated so far, in terms of even the calories, which has 16. Okay, let's say somebody throws 16 calories on the ground. Don't you think that it is the priest himself using his mind to say something without anything possessing him to tell you?
No, with that one, you don't need anything to possess you.
So then how is he able to tell you exactly?
So I told you in the previous video that in every human, there are 2 deities, at least 2 deities following the human. And those are the ones that answer our prayers. So when you want to do divination, these deities and the one that you are reading for are the ones to answer through the carries.
Now, so at that moment, 4 are
so as we are sitting here, about 4 deities are present here. So sometimes they run shift. I told you the deities are also worshipped in shrines.
Yeah.
So sometimes your deity can be called somewhere, then they will leave you in charge of one, but they will never live together. So it's like that. So when you're doing divination, is these deities around you, deities around me, or unless we are trying to consult a particular deity that is not among the ones around us, then that one will come and answer through it. So you see, they are fast enough. When you throw the carry, you think the carry is just falling by its own. But they are able to pick the carries and make it drop in a way that they want it to drop, so that they tell you what they want to tell you. So they know that you understand the language. So a priest does not need to be possessed or have any special gift to do divination with tools. But if you want to do the Akom one, that one you should have the spirit, the gift of mediumship, where your body is created or manifested in a way that other entities can share.
So in that case, let's say in terms of the carries, can anybody at all?
Anybody at all can do it. So long as
for example, okay, so it's being taught.
Yes, we have to teach you how the carries speak. And not just any carries that you pick and do it. We have a way that we make them. There are some herbs and stuff that we put in water, and then sometimes we boil them, we bury them for some days before we go and take them and give them to you. If you just go and buy any carries and use, it won't work. So just be giving you false information.
Okay. So back to the previous question, that what are the importance? Why do we have to do divination?
So before we go there, we can even use dust to do divination. For example, yes, if you are going somewhere and you are lost, and and you have confidence in yourself that the energy is following you, listen to you, and just fetch dust on the ground and command the dust that if you drop it, and then if nature wants you or the energy behind you wants you to go left, the air should blow the dust to a particular direction. So let's say if the air blows the dust to left, you go this direction. If it blows it to right, you go this direction, then you drop it. It will blow to that direction. If it doesn't go to one of the two, like I said, do again until you get what.
But can divination also ever give false information?
Yeah, sometimes, depending on you, the human being, how you're asking your questions and how you're setting. So sometimes you are not even in your mental state, in your right mental state. You can't be asking questions. So even if the energy gives you, for example, I was once doing divination and I asked a question like, what was it? Okay, I was asking a question about Kwajisa Bukantanka. Right? And I asked a question, is Kwajisa Bukantanka God? The carrier said yes. And I said, okay, should I sell Kwajisa Bukantanka? The carrier said no. So if Kwajisa is a God, or is God, why shouldn't I sell? I was not understanding. But later I realized that the fact that an energy is a God, I didn't mean that I should go and sell it, because everybody has their own energy that you sell. So to me, at that moment, I was thinking the carriage was malfunctioning, because I lack the understanding. But sometimes you can ask a question that the carriage will lie to you in the sense that you're not paying. Perhaps you just slept with a woman, and then you came to touch the carriage, and you throw it. The energy that you want to come and answer the question will not come around, because you're not in the right state. So you should always be clean when you're doing sacred stuff, if you want the right answers. So long as your body is not in the right state, you can get.
So it means that those that are doing the divination, those consultations, during that time you are not supposed to even go closer to a woman.
If you have done it, you have to bath.
As a normal bathing, normal water bathing.
Normal water bathing is okay, but if you want it best, at least put salt in the water. And bath.
Why?
If you go to, why have I forgotten my quotations? Salt, the essence
because
of salt.
Because you have lost your way.
Normally, the things I've been reading from many, so I've been making notes. I didn't bring my notebook. The salt is meant to purify. It's not only to give taste.
Okay.
It's also meant to purify.
Okay, I see. Okay, so back to the question.
Okay.
What is the importance of divination and why must we actually do divination?
So I think I already told the importance of divination through our conversation. I use my wife as an example. Asthma. Divination stopped her from eating roasted yam. Asthma has gone away. Things was hard for me before. Until I went to shrines, I began to know myself. And I knew what I was supposed to do. Now I wouldn't say I'm rich, but I'm okay. I'm not yet there where I want to be, but I'm okay. The kind of poverty-stricken self that I was in before is no more. It's no more. That's second importance of divination. Divination throws light ahead of you.
Okay.
If you don't divine, it's like you're walking in darkness. Because you don't know where you are going. For example, every month holds a particular thing for every human being.
Okay.
All the things that will happen to you in a year are being arranged. If, God forbid, an accident is passed, it should happen in a particular year, a particular month. You don't know. If it's today, you are driving. If you had divined, to have told you not to drive. For example, there's a guy that he called his soul. He wanted to know about himself. So when he called the soul was crying. And then we went into it. Why? Then we realized that death was close to the guy. And the death was going to come through accidents. And it was planted on him by people that owed him money. Right? So we called the guy, and then he was already in a car. And I told him, stop. Don't continue. He said, why? I said, well, go and listen to your divination report before. So he went to listen and he heard that I said that he was not supposed to used car for the whole month of May. And then he was already on the Accra road to go to Togo. Because he's an engineer, he was going to work on a ship somewhere in Togo. Right. But when he got to know this, he stopped. And then he came back, he prayed for him. Afterwards, he wanted to give me money. I said, no, you, after whatever I told you, whether it's true or false, you don't know. So just go and let's see. When he went somewhere to go and find out. And they told him the same thing. In fact, the death was not going to be him alone. It was going to be him and some other members of his family. But because he did divination, he got to know that he was going to die through car accident within that month. So he stopped. And then he found out what he was supposed to do before. He did it. Now, it's okay. What the ritual that he was supposed to do, he has done that. So divination throws light ahead of you. Now, divination is able to make us know who we are. Without divination, you will only see yourself as just a body suit. Just a body suit. As I came to earth, the people that I'm supposed to help in this life are the ones that are actually against what I'm doing. My family. They don't agree to the fact that I'm being in tradition. They all need to also clap my hands in the church. If you go to my family, so many issues. So many issues in the family that the answer lies in my hand. But because they won't find out who I am and why I'm here, they are going away from it. Instead of them coming close to it. Divination. It throws light ahead of us. Now, we have children that we give birth to. All these children are entities, deities in human body that they have come. Some are our enemies, here to punish us. Some are our gods, here to bless us. We don't know who will bless us, who will punish us. We're just living with them together. Each child has a talent and a gift and a destiny. Sometimes the talent or gift will not really be part of the destiny. We did divination for somebody, soul divination. And the person is supposed to be a military guy because in the ancestral world, the person was a warrior before he came to earth. So, when we did the divination, there is the father that did the divination. The child is about, I think the child was born in 2022, so he's supposed to be about 2 years now. Now, the child is supposed to be a warrior in the ancestral world. The child has been born on earth. The work for the child is supposed to be a military guy. And then because the child was a warrior, what will be happening is that he will be a bit disrespectful to people that try to control him. And then he is somebody that will be no nonsense person. Even as long as the child is, the parents have seen it. But if they didn't do the divination, they wouldn't know that this is why the child is behaving that way. And the day is the part you must leave the part the child is supposed to be a military. This child will have ended up becoming a doctor or an engineer. And they will become in the future. There's this guy that told me last time that he earns 9,000 cities a month, but still things are not moving over. Imagine, the guy works at the port, 9,000 a month. Why? Perhaps the work that he is doing is not something that should bring him his wealth. Because I said, in that small room that we call a family room, when you come, whatever you bring with you from the spiritual world, you leave it there. So the wealth that you got, we pass through per your contract. What you said you're coming to do here. You said you're coming to be a farmer. Now you were a doctor. So we can pass that money to you through the doctor. So you are doing something else other than what you want to do. So fund yourself. So you earn all the money. So there's nothing to do. Your viewers will tell their stories. I'm sure they'll be commenting. So if you want what you are doing to benefit you, right? Find out what you're supposed to do. If they tell you that you're supposed to sell pure water on your head, that's how you make your wealth. Go ahead and do it. And see. Doctors will not build, you will build. So long as you know your path and you're following it. I won't say challenges will not come. But as for what you eat, what you use to build a house, what you use to fend for your children, you will get. It's only because it's not everybody that's here to be wealthy or to be rich. And there's nobody here to be poor. If you are poor, it depends on your own decision. Because you did not find out how you're supposed to get to the wealth you got.
see. So talking about the definition, and then the one who is doing the definition is a diviner.
Diviner.
So what is the difference between the diviner and the prophet?
Prophet is also a diviner. So there's an aspect of divination that I left out. There are some people that have been able to open their ear to hear what matter is not speaking. When I say matter, I mean body. Because the spirit also has voice. Just that when the spirit talks, the ear of the body cannot really listen until something has been done to it. So when the spirit talks, there are people who have the ear, that they hear that, oh, the spirit is saying this and that and that. People that have been able to drop some stuff from their eyes, others who they were born with it, that they can see things that the naked eye cannot see. So that's also another form of divination. When you come, right, what they see is that they see the angels around you or the deities around you, and they communicate to the deities without you knowing. They won't open their mouth. So the deities will tell them what they should know about you. The man will also profess to you. And then you call him a prophet. It's not anything serious. It's just anything around you telling the information. It's not coming from anywhere.
Okay. So when I went to church, and then the pastor seen me, he said, "Oh, can I prophesy?" He said, "Man of God, prophesy." It's okay. I see this and that and that. Are you saying that it is the deities that are around me that are speaking to him, and not any?
So that's why the Bible will tell you that the guardian angels around you are writing everything that you do. Writing it for what? So when you come to contact with somebody that wants to know, the person has the means to communicate. They have the information to give. When you go for the information, I told you that these deities around, how come I answer the questions? So they have the information to give. I am sick. You want to do divination to find out the cause of the sickness. How else would the energies know? Those around you, they're the ones keeping the record. So they know that the day you went here, your friend poisoned you. Then they give the information through the divination. Just that the pastors do not know the energies that speak to them. Whatever speak to them, they don't find out. For them, they are in haste. Everything is God. Everything is the Almighty. As a pastor, you should go and look for the deity or the spirit that's talking to you. That's why you can be a pastor. This year you are hearing, next year you are not hearing. Why? When the deity was speaking to you, he spoke to you, he spoke. You did not find out the deity that's speaking to you. You did not find out what the deity likes from you. So it will go. Even if you won't go, it's around there to shut up.
And so you go and find out. So as you, the pastor, where do you have to go and find out that deity that is talking to you?
That's the problem. Our corner. Our corner. If any pastor will challenge me, let them come. The spirit that talks to you, you call that spirit, and the spirit will tell you what you want to hear. If you want that gift to go in, if you have it already, you want it to go in, the spirit will tell you that do this and that. I told you about a pastor already.
Yes.
There are two pastors actually. I sent one last week. No, not last week. This week Sunday. And then we see that the pastor brought somebody else's case. The person is in Italy, a woman, a Nigerian in Italy. She's not getting married. For the past 20 years, nobody even tell her you are beautiful. So I said, we did divination and then we found out that there's issues in the family. And then she has been born into it. So we went to call the family unit. The lady that came was Shango.
Wow.
The one who had told you that the God of thunder. After the deity has finished talking about the woman, the deity stood up and hit. You too. Wake up at 1 a.m. And then use alcohol to call like this afterwards. Use alcohol to bath.
To the pastor.
The pastor was like, I've been told that I'm supposed to be a herbalist. And then every time I open a church, it collapses. The deity was, I said, go and do that. You see? When we call the guy so, you're supposed to be a herbalist. Right? When you're supposed to be a herbalist, it means that you are a special soul. Supposed to work with deities. If you go to a pastor, and the pastor sees such deities, in the purview of the pastor, we are in the realm of the Holy Spirit. So the pastor will tell you that you're supposed to be a pastor or a prophet. If you come to our corner, we will tell you that you're supposed to be a herbalist. Yes. And then the guy confirmed that he has been dreaming that people are showing him herbs. Don't worry, so your people are saying that If you like open the church 10 times, you will collapse it. And then he wants to also open the third eye. They told him that wherever he goes to open the third eye, they will close it. Because it is not in his being to have it. He's only supposed to be a healer. A healer through herbs. That's where he's supposed to go. He doesn't know. Going around opening churches, and it's collapsing for him. And he's complaining. Divination throws light ahead of him. Now he knows. So he's now going to find someone to teach him about logic. You get it? So divination shows light ahead of you. And I'm throwing the challenge to the pastors. Any pastor or prophet that claims that there's a spirit talking to them, let them come.
So when you come,
you will show them the spirit that talks to them.
You will show the pastor the spirit that talks to you. And by
so long as they are willing to fund the process, you will show them the spirit that talks to them.
Okay, so in terms of fund, talking about fund the process, one thing I also believe in is that, for example, people may be watching us and really want to do such a thing, want to really find out. But I've also got to understand that people like you who practice this, they are too expensive, so it makes the people not able to come.
Yes, that's the problem. I've been talking about the same thing that I've made it a point to resonate, talk to people and tell them go home, go back to your room. But when you're going back to your room, these priests are also charging way too much. They don't even know. You see? But I also gave it a second thought. Okay, so I've always been saying it. That I'm telling people to go back home, go back to your roots. But anytime that they go home, these priests are also having the opportunity to make wealth. They are charging too much. Some of the charges that they charge, even though they are too much, they are worth it. Others too unfounded, too much, just too much. Now the reason why I'm saying some of them are worth it is that you see, myself I took some work right from a white lady. She wanted a job, and then I was helping her get a job. In the beginning, when I checked into it, I found out that it is her former husband's mother that's trying to mess her up, because the former husband's mother is a witch marrying her own son. So she saw the woman then as a rival. So even though the marriage is no more, the woman is still continuing to torment the woman for the mistake that she came close to
the guy,
her spiritual husband.
Okay.
So I thought, oh, I watch this one is a small case. So I just took the case that I'll do it, and I asked the woman to donate anything that she wants to donate to me. So he said, okay. She was going to give me $1,000, $100 from the start. Then at the end, she would give me another 100. That's $200. That time, I think everything was about 1,001 for $100. So I said, okay. She sent it. I was thinking, oh, this one for Papa, because there was someone that I took his own less than a week. The energy is perfected and did the work. But this one delayed to after 6 months, to the extent that even the woman herself was getting angry. Until I showed her certain herbs to go and bath, and then the moment she did the bathing, then the same day she got a call for interview, and after about 2 weeks she got a job. You see, that 1,100 cedis that she paid me, that day I made some offering for the enemies. It was left about, I think, 500 or so. Right? So I was supposed to use the 500 for the rest of the 6 months. Always going to buy alcohol to pour, going to buy on the same job, because I charged wrongly. Right? So sometimes when these priests also charge such amount, they know that the job may prolong, and they need to continue to buy and go remind the energies that this person's job is here, work on it. This person's job is here, work on it. That's why some people go to shrines and don't get any help, because when the priests take the money, some of them they spend the money. Instead of them to continue to remind the energies about the work, the moment they go to the energy the first day, that's all, they won't go again. Understand? So in some cases, the money is worth it. In some cases, it's just too much. It's just too much.
Okay, so in your opinion, when somebody wants to do divination, the person can really get to you
and then.
Oh yes.
So would you be so okay if we put your number out in case somebody wants to?
I wouldn't
wants to-
mind, but
Oh,
I don't want that one to be the purpose.
okay.
For my purpose is that I want people to resonate with my message. That don't come to me. The energy that you want to work for you, there is some in your own family. Go and use that.
Okay.
Our ancestors didn't make the system such that you will come to somebody else for help. So they put it at home. That wherever you go, you will come
Go
back
back home.
so that all the help that you need, there's somebody that is designated that he is the Nkunyahene. That if you need somebody to pray for us, you go to that person. They take us to the throne room. They pray. The result that we want, we get. Unless what we want is beyond the energies and they have told us themselves that we should go out. So the Bible will tell you that is there no God in Israel that you are going out to go and consult? Is there no God in your home that you are coming to me to come and consult? My message is that go back home. That is where the grace is. If you want me to help you, I can say yes, I'm helping you. But how long will I be helping you? I cannot help you for 10 years. I have my own life. And my energies cannot be behind you for the next 10 years. So that's why always you have to come back. You go, you come back.
To renew.
Go. How long will you continue to do
That's
that?
the renewal.
The renewal. How long will you continue to do that? When you have the same energies, even when I take your case and use my energies, they will come to your family. You come and seek permission from your own family energies. If your family energy says no, there's nothing I can do about it. Unless I wage war. And I'm not willing to go and wage any spiritual war for somebody who wants to be a prodigal child. So easily, go home. Let those, there are some of you that the energy that flow you are even greater than the shrine that you go to. So when the shrine energies go to your house, they go and bow to the energy in your own house. And then you have left that one, and then you are going to that shrine for help. It's a shame. So don't come to me. Just go back home. Whoever is listening, don't come to me. My purpose is not to let you come so that I take money from you and help you. No. The bigger help that is sustainable and permanent is in that small room that you call the room of demons. That small room, that's where your destiny wealth is. Go there and take it. That's it.
I see. I think viewers, we've had enough conversation with our guest on the show, Paulvin, and then we believe that we will be coming to him on other days or other times for other insights that we would want. But before we go, Paulvin, is there anything you would like to share with the viewers?
I already told them to go home. Aside going home, everybody should take divination seriously. In fact, every 3 months, divination is something that we should be doing every day. And because of nowadays there's cost involved, so make it like a 3-month thing. That every 3 months you go and check what is in. Is there any negative ahead of me? Is there anything positive ahead of me? What must I do to get there? Where I'm going? What must I do to get there? Divination will tell you. If you don't do this, you'll be like a man walking blindfolded. There's a gate on your left side. You're going the right. You will normally fall in a ditch. Just like when you go to a latrine, and then you blindfold yourself to enter the latrine. So think of this word as a latrine. So walking here blindfolded, you are in a great danger. Divination, don't stay away from it. That is what will throw light ahead of you. Unless you want to walk in darkness, they don't do divination. If you want to see a light, throw it ahead of you. Let a priest help you divine. Thank you.
Thank you once again for taking your time to join us on this interesting and insightful show. Until we come your way next time, it's bye for now.